Thorfinn from Vinland Saga is one of the most powerful characters in anime. Not because he swings a mighty sword or wins epic battles, but because he chooses to walk away from them. Born into a violent world of Viking raids and bloodshed, Thorfinn's journey begins as a young boy obsessed with avenging his father Thor's, a warrior who taught him that a true warrior doesn't need a sword. Ironically, Thorfinn ignored his father's teachings at first, consumed by hatred for Askeladd, the man who killed Thor's. His youth is drowned in blood, serving under the very man he swore to kill, hoping to win his revenge through battle. But when Askeladd dies and his purpose disappears, Thorfinn collapses into an abyss of meaninglessness, lost in guilt and rage, questioning everything he lived for. It's in this broken state, imprisoned and enslaved, that Thorfinn encounters something greater than vengeance, forgiveness, through the teachings of the Bible. In the second season of Vinland Saga, Thorfinn's transformation begins. Far from the battlefield, in the fields of Ketil's farm, Thorfinn confronts not his enemies, but himself. He listens to Einar, his fellow slave, and reflects on the teachings of love, peace, and humility from the Bible, principles completely opposite to the Viking way of life. He begins to internalize the idea that true strength lies not in killing others, but in forgiving them. One of the most powerful moments is when he says, "I have no enemies." In a world defined by conquest, this is revolutionary. Thorfinn isn't weak. He's stronger than ever, strong enough to carry the burden of his sins, face the pain he's caused, and vow to never harm another person again. His journey mirrors that of biblical figures who found redemption after darkness, like Paul the Apostle, who once persecuted Christians and then became their greatest advocate. Thorfinn embodies the message of the Bible that no matter how far you've fallen, you can rise again through love, peace, and purpose. What makes Thorfinn a role model for this generation is that he represents a quiet rebellion against toxic masculinity, war glorification, and blind hatred. In an age where people chase clout, violence, or dominance to prove strength, Thorfinn teaches restraint, emotional depth, and spiritual growth. He doesn't want to conquer lands. He wants to build a land of peace. Vinland, where no one is a slave and no one kills. This dream isn't naive. It's revolutionary. It's what makes him a modern prophet in anime form. His story is not about becoming a hero by defeating others. It's about becoming a hero by defeating the worst parts of yourself. Thorfinn's life philosophy, heavily shaped by Christian values, mercy, humility, and redemption, offers a much-needed antidote in today's polarized, aggressive world. He proves that masculinity isn't just rage and power, it's responsibility, empathy, and the courage to change. Thorfinn shows us that even in a world soaked in violence, one can choose peace. Even in despair, one can choose hope. And even when everything is lost, faith can rebuild you. Whether or not you follow the Bible, Thorfinn's journey speaks to the soul. It reminds us that transformation is possible, that true power lies in peace, and that it takes a greater man to forgive than to fight. In the end, Thorfinn is not just a Viking warrior, he's a symbol of spiritual evolution, and in many ways a role model for a generation lost in noise, looking for meaning.